Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of On the Pole, Off the Record. And today is kind of a special episode because not only do we have Clover,
Hey.
I'm sober, so it's gonna be great. I don't think I've ever done an episode not like either high on weed or drunk or something. So y'all are getting me raw, and Clover raw.
Yes.
This is the rawest you'll ever get us.
I mean,
So how are you doing, Clover?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. You know, the whole sober thing it's a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm like, on top of like being a dancer and stuff, I don't know. I've always been a party girl. Like, even before the club, it just never became a problem until like recently. And we talked a little bit about that, but we'll get into a little bit about that later. Right now, we're worried about you. Okay, so I think we should just start off by giving everyone some basic details about you. What got you into the club, and how long have you been doing it?
I have been dancing for 3.5 years. It'll be 4 years in November. And I started because before working at the club, I was working at Applebee's as a server. And I hated it. Will never serve again in my life. And there was just one night where I worked really hard and did not make a lot in tips at Applebee's and was scheduled for the next few days, like doubles for the next few days. And I was like, fuck this. And decided to go to Chicago and like got an Airbnb, stayed there by myself for the first time I'd ever like traveled by myself. And that really brought up for me like, okay, my main goal right now is to like move out of my parents' house, right? And like get my own place. And so I got to like feel what that was like being in my own space, my own like apartment style place, and like just being free like that. And so when I got back from that, it inspired me to like start thinking about what I was gonna do as far as like what's the best and easiest way to move out of my parents' house.
100%.
And one of my friends who I had worked with previously said that she was gonna audition at the club and was like, you should come with. And at first when she said that before I left, so I was like, okay, maybe, I don't know about that, like that's not me. But by the time that I got back, I was like, fuck it, we're going.
Oh my god, dude. Did you do honey search, or did you audition during the day?
I did the honey search, and I ended up going like completely by myself. I was gonna go with the person who told me that we should go together, but she wasn't available, so I was like, I'm doing it. And yeah, I didn't win the honey search because there were some girls who were like,
I refuse to believe that. She won it.
I won in my heart, but prize money wise, nah. But they still contracted me, and I remember Wolf was like, you got potential. I was like, girl.
You know that means something because you don't be complimenting just anybody. You know? Do you remember your first initial thoughts, like when you were getting up on that stage, you were about to get naked and you've never done it before? Like, what was going through your head?
I've always been pretty comfortable with like nudity because my family is a big like naked family. Like we were all naked and in front of each other growing up. And so that was not like what I was worried about. It was really just like, I was like, I don't know shit. I don't know how to do shit. And so I just remember like getting there and watching all of the dancers on stage before me. And like specifically, I think Indy and Rose were there that night. And so I was like, these bitches got it down. I was like, let me just take some notes.
No, yeah, if I didn't know shit and Rose was the first girl I seen dance, I'd be like, I'm not going up after her. What the fuck? You got me bent.
Yeah. I kind of like picked up on
But now look at you, bro. You're like, and I don't say this lightly, I think you're one of the best. You are probably the top 3 dancers at Hustler.
Thank you. I was like, I remember during the audition, like when I was on stage and dancing, I was like, I don't even care if I like don't win this or if I don't work here because I'm just glad I did this. Like this is so much fun. I was spinning around like a kid on the playground. So that's when I first like realized my love for pole, which helped ease, the transition into like, okay, stripping now,
So what about content? Do you remember your first time making content?
With
somebody?
with somebody. I think you were the first person I ever made content with. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro, that's crazy. You and Vanna, I don't remember exactly who came first, but I know y'all were the first people to get me to lick pussy. Like, because when I started, bro, I wasn't like homophobic, but I was very straight, and I didn't know a lot of like gay girls at all, and the ones that from my town weren't hot. So like, I remember seeing you, and I was like, that bitch looked like a fairy. She's so pretty, and you intimidated the fuck out of me because your voice, you're just so soft and like smooth, and I'm over here like an anxious cokehead.
No, girl, you're powerful. You're powerful, and you like take up space like happily. So.
And I feel like our content was very like, it was good because we were friends, and it was, you know, it flowed.
Yeah.
Like,
it was like, I remember, I think one of the questions is like, jumping ahead, my favorite time that we've worked together, my favorite memory was definitely during our student teacher role play. My sister was there like shooting for us.
Bro, she was so official. She was like getting in there. I'm like, I can't, bro. My sister couldn't do it. She's a pussy. But that was good. My favorite one was the Star Wars themed strap show.
Yeah,
because Clover dressed up as Darth Vader. I had buns like Leia, and Vanna was a stormtrooper. And I just remember, we made a lot of money that night. They were playing Star Wars trap music in the back while Clover took me to the dark side. And the manager, after the show, we were like dumping out all our money. He was like, that was one of the best shows I've ever seen. Like, he was hype about that shit. The Star Wars nerds loved it. Everyone was happy that night, honestly, except for one bitch. I heard one bitch in the bathroom, and she was like, I'm sick of these goth bitches eating pussy on stage.
And that one person who was like, isn't Princess Leia and Darth Vader, whatever.
Yeah, like, girl, why are you worried about...
We don't actually watch the show.
Yeah, do we look like Star Wars people? Like, be real with yourself. So doing content and pole, they're both pretty different, because one, you're never like seeing the people, versus in the club, it's very contact. There's touching sometimes. Like, which one do you like more? And then which one do you make more money on?
I definitely make more money at the club, and I prefer the club just because I'm really not good at like texting.
No, I'm not gonna you get what you get what I post on my page, and that's what you pay for. I don't do girlfriend experience. I can't talk to y'all. I don't even text my friends. Like, it's just too hard.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm saying like it's just hard to keep on a schedule and to like remind myself like.
And like other content creators, like there's not a lot out here, so it's like me, you, or me and Rose. Like, there's not a lot of girls who even take it serious. So
there have been some people who have asked me if I would do content with a man, and I'm like, I would definitely, but it would have to be somebody who has an already established OnlyFans. I'm not gonna just go fuck
a nobody, because you're giving him clout,
right?
Then
yeah, what are you doing for me? And like,
100%.
It's different.
And also, like, I feel like a lot of people don't get tested out here, and you don't want to fuck with somebody and then you're like, damn, you know?
Yeah.
Like, show me the test.
But I definitely prefer dancing just because it's one-on-one, and the dancing aspect of it is.
So, what's your favorite thing about what you do? Like, not an event that's happened, but like, it can either be how dancing has changed you. Like, what's your favorite overall thing about dancing?
It has really helped me step into myself and step into like my strength and my power and my confidence.
Oh God, bitch!
Like,
brought out the 4 leaves.
Yes, brought out the fire.
5 leaves, bro.
Yeah, I learned so much about setting boundaries, especially like my first day. My first day was crazy, and I told myself after the fact, was crazy, but I made a lot of money. And so I told myself, looked at these two sides of the coin. I was like, this all happened, but I made this much money. So going forward, like, what do I do? How can I withstand against this so that I can keep doing this and like feel good about myself?
Right, 100%.
And so that night it was like very big for me. I was like, okay, these are the boundaries I have to set. I have to tell. You don't think you are going to have to tell people this,
right?
But I'm gonna have to tell everybody before a dance. Like, you can't touch my pussy. Like, all this shit that you don't even.
They
think
don't
about
have common
going in.
courtesy, dude.
Right.
And you assume, because we started both pretty young, and like you said, you don't assume that shit's gonna happen, and then when it does, at first I feel like everyone freezes because you're like, whoa.
Because I'm like, I don't even know where I am for real. Like, is this just what goes down? Like,
Yeah,
is this what I'm supposed to be doing?
And now it's like 3 years later, and I'll be like, touch my pussy again, motherfucker. The delivery, it has to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be nice to everyone in that club, or they will take the mile for the inch,
Yeah. It definitely steeled me up, made me feel stronger, because I've always been that strong, but like to access that voice and like that power and like autonomy over my body to be like, nah, was big for me.
100%. And like, it also, though, one thing I think, the only negative thing I think dancing did for me was I'm quick-tempered with men. Like, especially out in the public, I'm just like, bro, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Like, over the slightest inconvenience, I just want to be a ball buster, and I want to like inconvenience their lives or slide into their DMs. Like, that's another thing. We were just talking about it. Dancing and OF has turned me into a dog.
Bold.
Because I get DMs all the time for like of dicks that I don't want to see. So when I like a guy or I'm like trying to slide in, I'll come in with something smooth at first, but then I don't wait. I'm like, here's a picture of my pussy. And then when I do it, it's an issue. Like, I slid into someone's DMs recently about some comedy stuff, and the conversation was going smooth at first, but then I started saying scary shit like, I bought a ticket to one of your shows. Keep your eye out for me.
I'm not going to tell you which one.
I did say I wasn't, because I like surprising people, but all my friends were like, bitch, that came off as a little creepy. Like, I just have no chill. Like, when I want to fuck you, I want to fuck. Like, I'm like a dude in that sense. And I slide in like a dude. I'm like, what's up, sexy? Like, what's that dick do? But apparently you can't be like that. So I don't know.
No, you can be like that. Fuck it.
Bro, but every guy I do it to, they get scared off.
That's their problem. And honestly, that's a green flag or a red flag.
No, 100%. I love that I'm sober for this episode because I feel like I'm a yapper naturally when I'm not. Like, Adderall, you'd think it would make me talk more, but it makes me like all in my head. Now I'm like locked in. And you're like one of my closest friends, so it's easy to talk to you. But so long-term goals are like, where do you see yourself in the next 5-10 years, and like, do you want to go further with like whether it be featuring or online stuff? Like, what do you think?
I see myself I see myself, and I do teach pole. So that is like what I feel like is in the next few years for me, is like getting some training in like how to teach pole dance, and maybe
I would take your class, bitch.
Yeah, you could teach it for real.
Nah, not like you. I would have to take a couple classes to watch you do some of the shit you do, because I swear to God, when we were dancing together, like, you've always been super good, but now sometimes I'll look at you on stage, I'll be like, what the fuck is, like, how did you even do that? You're advanced. I feel like I'm proficient, and you're advanced. You're also more flexible because you have no bones. So I'll watch you.
No, that's what I love about the club for real, though, is like we all have this stage that's like lit up, and like everybody's cheering you on, and like the DJ's got you hype,
right?
And, like, you get to just do your thing, and it's like everybody's thing is different.
So do you stay sober at work?
Yeah, I really only drink occasionally at work. I've only been like drunk or tipsy like 2 or 3 times.
Damn, bitch. I feel like every time I've been there on a weekend lately, I've been like Rumplemans. I've been doing Rumplemans. I'll take like 8, 7. You saw me the other day on that last Saturday we worked together. I just kept taking shots.
They taste like mouthwash. It's like
that shit's. It makes me diabolical. Like I was like, I'm not going home. I went to some dude's apartment and fucked and got like some pretty mediocre. Oh, we didn't fuck that night actually. I fucked that guy later and it was pretty mediocre. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm trying to go sober is because I've just been doing a lot of like very questionable shit. Fucking people I probably would not fuck sober.
I feel you, bro. I was like really the reason why I don't drink is because for one, I saw my mom drinking and like doing the things that she'd be doing, and at the same time, I was like I would see myself getting drunk and then like fucking my friends that I don't want to fuck, but when I'm drunk I want to fuck them, and then it's like awkward, and it's like I don't like losing myself like that. Like I know what.
No, yeah, I like to have control,
and I know that they're different.
Like I feel like I liked giving it up this month because I take care of my sister and I'm very much like the man of this house. So like it was nice for a month, and the whole month wasn't nice. Like when I was in the islands, I told you about that blue pill.
Blue pill.
Oh my god.
Blue pill, like the Matrix. What's going on,
dude? No. So I went to the island with this couple, and they bought 17 grams of cocaine as soon as we got there. I was lit. The first 3 days, I was like, I fucking love this. And then by day 4, my nose was bleeding a lot. I was like, okay, I kind of want to sleep at some point. Like, I was drinking all the time. And this was right after Chicago, so I had already been drinking a lot. And this couple that I went with, the guy's like some sort of physician, and we got these blue pills that's like supposed to be like a painkiller. So I take a quarter of the painkiller, and then I started feeling really sick, and I got super pale, and then I threw up, and I couldn't like lift my body up at all. And then after he's like almost ready to stab me with a Narcan, I come back, he's like, yeah, there was probably fentanyl in that. And I'm like, what the fuck? I know you lying. Like, I was. And that's the thing. That's why I need to be sober, is because, like, I would not probably have even taken that pill or considered it if I had not been, like, already so mind fucked from all the drugs and alcohol I was consuming. And, like, also, if you're a doctor, why the fuck would you not just write a script? You know? Like, why would you give me that? And it's been really, like, fucking my head up. And then I got home, and I think I just kept wanting to keep doing it. And then, like, 3 days ago, I've been clean 3 days, and I was just like, I do not like the way I'm unmotivated. I haven't done a podcast episode in a while. Like, I just want to take care of business. And so until I can, like, have a casual drink, because I'm not a casual drinker. I'm going to take a couple shots. I want to mix cocaine and downers and become a fucking problem. And the fact that I know that, though, I feel like that's good. Because this last recent time has probably been like one of the worst benders I've ever been on. And like, I've never just sat at home and been like, damn, I want to go fucking drink. But it's like that, and I'm controlling it. It's not like I'm itching for it, but it's just in the back of my head. Like, if I'm bored, I'm like, damn, I wish I could go out and drink right now. And I can't, because it will just continue this cycle. Like, if I can't go 3 days without drinking, then I clearly have a problem, you know? But
like you said, that you know it is like the most important part.
100%.
That you're like holding yourself accountable.
And I'm not like, I'm doing really good. I'm not like a mean addict. Like, the only one I've been mean to is myself. The only one I don't want to hurt anyone. I want to beat my ass from like last month, from the first initial drugs I started doing. I want to be like, bitch, slap that out of your hand. Because even the gym, like, I wasn't going to the gym often, so I feel like I'm not where I was. Like, I'm still fit, but I could have had a whole month's worth of progress, and I let that shit
feel
slip.
the same. Just
no,
like
even pole, bro. I've been struggling. Like, I feel like a fat bitch trying to climb that pole. Dead ass. What do you think? Do you think you addicted to anything? Like, if not drugs and alcohol, what's your like biggest coping like?
Hmm. I mean, I don't know.
Shit, you don't have to be sex.
Yeah, I would say like maybe not sex, but like, and maybe not even like an addiction, but like definitely something that like I use or have used to cope was like sex and like just being touched.
Dude,
and,
I have been masturbating way more than I've masturbated in a long time. And I'm using the Hitachi. I never use that thing, bro. But like lately, I've just been like, fuck it. And I'm like, I'm double teaming it. I'm putting a dildo in me and using the Hitachi. Like, and it used to not take that much. But lately, like I said, I'm replacing an addiction with another, which some might say this one's better. You burn calories when you come. So.
I mean, yeah. Oh, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I fucking love you, Clover.
I love you.
You guys love. Oh, someone wanted to know where the name Clover originated. Like, how did you pick Clover?
It came from a list of baby names. I was just
Baby names?
Yeah, because it was like right when I turned 18, I started OnlyFans, and so I was looking for my OnlyFans name, and it was on like a list of like eccentric baby names,
Eccentric.
and I never really like assigned a meaning to it later on because my mom has a tattoo of a clover because I have 3 siblings, and so it's like all 4 of our initials in the clover, and
That's
so
kind of cute.
realized that after I chose the name, and I was like, hey, that's what it is. That's why I was drawn to it.
I googled porn names and I seen Lana and I was like, Lana Road. That's the one. I just got to pick a last name, and then I picked Diaz because I like Cameron Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
Like very, very sad and pathetic.
No.
No, because now I'm like when I think Clover or like Rosa Star, like those are so like Lana Diaz.
Bitch, no, you're Lana Diaz. You gotta say it like you mean it.
Yeah, I'm Lana Diaz.
Mm-hmm. I think it fits you really well. And
thank you.
Yeah, of course. It's powerful.
So do you plan on making any content soon?
You know how
Y'all better stay tuned.
You stay tuned.
Sub to that OF.
Yeah.
Clover probably has some of the best girl shit out there because she gay. So it's real. But yeah, I'm trying to think of if there's anything else. Obviously, you're gonna plug your tags at the end, and I'll put your IG in the bio of the thing. But is there anything else you want to tell these people about sex work, or like any advice you might want to give girls who are thinking about joining?
Advice, yes. Just very clearly know your boundaries and know what you will and will not put up with. And know that it's okay for you to state your boundaries. I feel like going into sex work, it's like thought of as like the more that you give up, the more that you'll make and like the better you'll do. But really, it's like the less you give up.
Yes, because once you fuck, you start losing money. Like,
the more that you like stick to your boundaries, I've found is like the more that you'll attract people who respect that. And so like when I first started, it was like a lot of people who didn't respect my boundaries because I didn't really know what they were and because I didn't really respect them. And then now it's like I know what I will accept and what I won't. And so I feel like it naturally like filters those people towards me.
And you get like better quality customers. Yeah. Because the customers you have now, I feel like they know what's up. They know they ain't getting on. Like they're there for the looks and the moves, not nothing else. And that's good. I feel like if you do those things too, your energy is very low. So that's why you're attracting like all the low vibration people because they can feel that shit.
Yeah.
Or new girls. Like guys definitely, they love a baby dancer, not because she doesn't even have to be young. If she looks like she doesn't know what she's doing, they assume she don't know the fucking rules. Like,
yeah.
And that's annoying as fuck. So.
And I think too, like with, because depending on where you're at, where your club is, what your club is, it's like you already have a layer of like protection, some more than others, some less than others, but like there's always gonna be another layer that has to go through, and it's like your self-protection, like it's like little things on stage, like moving around so people don't try to touch you where they shouldn't, and like
Oh,
learning those
God.
little tricks and shit. It's like that, like, yes, you are safe and you should trust that and you should know that, but you also are gonna have to like really protect yourself and really have that intention.
100%. And I think maybe as a beginner dancer, just like automatically assume they all are gonna try that shit and don't let it happen. Like, don't turn around. I mean, don't turn your back to them right away because they like to whip them out. I swear to God, bro, I'd be wanting to bite their heads off with their dicks. Like, I'll be like, yeah, let me suck it, and just like, ugh. No one likes that shit, bro. Every customer I've ever liked, like actually had a crush on, had chill. Like, I love a guy. This is fucked up, but I like him kind of scared. I like. See, if a guy said that, that'd be fucked up. But like, I like a guy who like is timid and like. That's why I come on as such a predator, because I'm just like, let me eat you, and then they get scared, and like, if a guy is hesitant, that makes me want him more, which is bad, but it's just who I am as a person. So yeah, if you're a scared little boy out there, hit me up.
Mama's coming for you, actually.
But we're gonna wrap this up and get some food. Clover, what's your socials?
My Instagram is cloverthedancer. My OnlyFans is Clover Was Here, and that is it.
I love that name. All right, y'all. See you next week on another episode of On the Pole Off the Record. Thank you for coming. And now she's gonna come for real.